God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you're too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. I call on Washington today. I call on every man and woman of goodwill all over America today. I call on the young men of America who must make a choice today. Take a stand on this issue. Tomorrow may be too late. The book may close. And I don't know about you. I ain't gonna study war no more.
There's so much from then that is so true now. He realized that, it's the bankers and the globalists who want wars, who benefit from wars, not the people. Not the people fighting it, not the people who are getting, who are the innocent victims of it. They don't benefit, and there's no advantage for them for wars. And we're sold wars for many reasons. Now we're sold that we got to attack every Arab and every Muslim on the planet because they're all fanatic nuts. It wasn't long ago when the Germans said, we got to kill every, communist, gypsy, Jewish person around. Okay, so anyway, still though, sticking with Martin, you have to, how long? I love this because in here he'll tell you, and I believe he's right, that the universe bends towards the truth. So here you go.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take? Somebody's asking, how long will prejudice blind the visions of men? I come to say to you this afternoon, however difficult the moment, yes, sir, however frustrating the hour, it will not be long, because truth crushed earth will rise again. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. Yes, sir. Because no lie can live forever. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. How long? Because you shall reap what you sow. Yes, sir. How long? Not long. How long? Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne. Yes, that scaffold sways the future. Yes. Behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. How long? Not long. Because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Yes, how long? Not long. Not long. Because mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Yes, he's trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. Yes, sir. He's loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. Yes, his truth is marching on. Yes, sir. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah.
Not only a powerful speaker, but what a clear thinker. What crystal clear, clarity in thought, let alone the ability to, enunciate it. Here you have, once again, to assume the task of opposing your own government in a time of war. This is what this man did. This is what great men are. Not basketball players, not hockey players, not football players, not soccer players, not some, spectator sport player, but men who stand up. And I'm going to ask you viewers, you Sharon viewers especially, maybe it's time you start standing up. So here's just great piece.
A time comes when silence is betrayal. That time has come for us, even when pressed by the demands of inner truth. Men do not easily assume the task of opposing their government's policy especially in time of war. And I knew that I could never again raise my voice against the violence of the oppressed in the ghettos without having first spoken clearly to the greatest purveyor of violence in the world today, my own government. What do they think as we test out our latest weapons on them, just as the Germans tested out new medicine and new tortures in the concentration camps of Europe? Now that is little left to build on save bitterness. We are met by deep but understandable mistrust. To speak for them is to explain this lack of confidence in Western words, and especially that distrust of American intentions now. The world now demands a maturity of America that we may not be able to achieve. This way of settling differences is not just. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual death. Somehow this madness must cease. We must stop now. I speak as one who loves America. To the leaders of our own nation, the great initiative in this war is ours. The initiative to stop it must be ours.
So to understand once again that here's a man who fought, and it wasn't until he spoke out against the Vietnam War that all of a sudden this man's a target. He's let out on the second floor by good old Jesse Jackson next time you talk to the Rev. You know, they put him on the second floor when he originally was on the first. I won't even go into the whole Martin Luther King thing of how he was shot and how they tell you it was one lone crazy nut gunman in my dreams. Here he is in his last speech where he's, he's understanding, he's telling you, he fears no man. He knows why he's here. This is what true heroism, true patriotism. This guy was probably one of the greatest Americans. He ought to be up there on Rushmore. And of course, they demonized him at the time. Don't you forget that, they demonized him. He was going to ruin America. But anyway, listen to this man.
Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. My eyes have seen the glory of the Lord.
This is the difference between a leader and some celebrity. Now we have politicians instead of statesmen. Years ago, every now and then, a statesman would come through. And that's what we need today. We don't need a CIA lackey like the old man we got now, or the guy before him. We don't need the CIA running our country anymore. We don't need these global elitist bankers who have no love for this nation, who play nations off just for their own benefit, who want to depopulate the planet, who put poison in your food, who put poison in your water, who put poison in your vaccines and put poison in your air. These are not the people you want as leaders. And with that, I'll say, hey, homework. Once again, you listen to Martin. He understood the war thing and what they're doing. And now you got new wars based on lies. I want you people for homework. I want you to look up 9/11 truth. Maybe it's time you start studying history, okay? And maybe then you men in Sharon, okay, will be more concerned with, the love of liberty, saving this constitutional republic, than you will be on whether or not the Green Bay Packers packed it away in Green Bay. So with that, I will say, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless this constitutional republic. Down with these globalist banksters, New World Order types. and thank you for watching.
Question is, will they kill untold millions as they did in the last century? It is not the elite cockroaches that determine that. It is you.